The UK election results are out and the Labour Party has won a massive victory. They've tumbled down the Conservatives, the Tories, and today we are going to discuss just that with senior journalist Nagendra Sharma, who also lived in the UK for a good amount of time. Hello, Nagendra.
Hello.
So, if you could please tell us, first of all, what were the people of the United Kingdom voting on? Because, of course, they have made the Labour Party win after 14 long years.
Well, Gitika, see, the UK voter is a very patient voter. They have voted out the Conservative Party, or who are popularly and historically known as Tories, after 14 years. Before this, the Labour government was there for a good 13 years. What has happened? You are asking what were the issues. Look, this election was fought on very basic issues. British economy is not doing well. The cost of living had gone up during past 5 years for two critical factors. One, the hit taken by the COVID and the Ukraine war, which pushed up the energy prices. So there was restlessness, unhappiness on the cost of living having gone up. Economy was not doing well. Another very critical factor is that the health services had collapsed. The National Health Service, which provides for free health care, the waiting lists had gone too long. There were doctors and nurses strikes because wages were not going up. So basic issues actually ruled this election, from cost of living to health to unemployment. Housing had gone up. So these were and also a voter fatigue had set in.
Okay, so we know so far that the Labour Party was actually campaigning for the sluggish economy growth that the UK has been facing. What was the Conservatives campaigning about?
See, actually, UK has seen a tumultuous period. What happened? That Conservatives came to power in 2010. They won one election. They won the 2015 election. Then came the referendum on Brexit, whether UK should exit EU or not.
Yes.
So then Prime Minister David Cameron lost that referendum, so he resigned. So within the span of 14 years, UK saw 4 Conservative Prime Ministers, the latest being Rishi Sunak. Yes, there were circumstances which became tough. The Conservative policies, people did not find confidence in them. So while they were saying that things would look up and all, but people thought that 14 years is a very long time. Enough is enough. You have not been able to deliver, so please go out now.
Right. And Rishi Sunak also resigned today just in the wake of the election results, but he's won from North Yorkshire, his seat.
Well, he's won as an MP, but his party has miserably lost. So what that happens, the UK political tradition is that if you lose an election, then obviously your party is out of power, you go into opposition. And you normally, though there have been exceptions, so the prime minister who loses the election actually then, makes way for the next leader.
Okay. Now, Nagendra, of course, when Rishi Sunak became the prime minister, there was so much hoopla, and of course, Indians were quite happy about it because he shares Indian roots. So this time, we have this new incoming prime minister, Sir
Starmer.
Sir Keir Starmer. So sorry. Please tell us a little about him.
Look, Keir Starmer is actually an uncharacteristic politician.
Okay.
You would be surprised to know that he entered politics barely a decade back. He became a member of parliament first time in 2015. He was re-elected in 19, and now, obviously, this is his third election as a member of parliament when he will be entering the House of Commons as a prime minister. He comes from a middle-class background. He was doing very well in the legal profession. He was awarded the knighthood, Sir Keir Starmer, as the British Constitution allows. So he was given knighthood in 2014 for his contribution to the legal services. He is a noted criminal lawyer. He's a celebrated prosecutor. He also headed the Crown Prosecution Service.
Okay.
So from legal profession, he entered public service barely a decade ago. So he's actually uncharacteristic, and he became the Labour Party leader only in 2020. So within a short span, it has been a very systematic but meteoric rise.
And within 4 years, he's led the Labour Party to such a historic win. That's absolutely commendable. Now, of course, Nagendra, I understand it's too early to say this, but do you think that finally, after this change of government and UK finally having a new Prime Minister, there will be some momentum with the India-UK FTA that's been long pending?
Well, look, the momentum was picking up. There was euphoria when Rishi Sunak took over as Prime Minister. But there were reports that the Indian government actually wanted to give a final shape to the free trade agreement, the FTA, with a new government which has a mandate. So, yes, there should be hope. And actually, see, a lot of spade work has already been done on the FTA. So, it should be finalized pretty soon. That is what it appears as of now.
Okay, so when I was going through the election related news, I saw a lot of firsts. Can you please give me your top three from this particular UK election result?
Top three, you mean to say that what are the top three takeaways?
Yeah, top three takeaways from this
See,
UK election result.
see, the first takeaway is that a government which actually, a party which won in 2019 but never appeared comfortable, it has been swept away. The Labour victory is only the second biggest victory in history. The Labour victory in 1997, Tony Blair, when he stormed to power after about 17 years of the Conservative rule. So the biggest takeaway is that the Labour Party, though its vote share has not really gone up, it has achieved the second biggest victory in history. Second biggest takeaway is that Conservatives are in for a churning. Already the far right Reform Party, led by Nigel Farage, who has managed to enter the UK Parliament, House of Commons after 8 attempts, is already talking of weaning away the traditional Conservative voter. So there is going to be a churn in the UK politics. How it pans out, it remains to be seen. And the third biggest thing is it remains to be seen how Keir Starmer will live up to such a majority. Because see, it's a very big number, 412 MPs in a house of 650.
Yes.
And how will he manage this majority? Not so much his government, it's a strong government, but how will he live up to the people's expectations? Because already there is unhappiness over unemployment, over the health services, over the cost of living. So all these things will have to be addressed. It remains to be seen how he'll do it.
Of course, he has such a big majority. In fact, he's crossed the numbers of the Conservatives from the 2019 general elections. All right. Thank you so much, Nagendra.
Thank you. Pleasure.
This was our little discussion on the UK general election results from our Gujarat studio. Keep watching the Indian Elephant for more.